I'm excited to be casting copper today. I've got 5 different alloys lined up with different additives, nickel, aluminum, zinc, and tin, in different combinations, just to see how they turn out. I'm really excited to be casting some metal today. I've got 5 different alloys. All of them are copper based. This one's got some aluminum and zinc, and there's some tin and nickel, in different combinations for all of these, but they're mostly copper. And I want to see what they come out like. So I'll start off melting some of the copper first. If I put in the other metals like the tin or the zinc, they might just oxidize away if they're sitting so long in the fire. This is a silicon carbide graphite crucible, and so far I really like the style. This is my home forge setup. There's a leaf blower that hooks up to this brake drum with some coal, and that's how I'm getting my heat. Pour the coal around the crucible. It kind of acts like a blanket a little bit. You notice when I put the coal on, it starts smoking, but it's not burning on the outside. What it's doing is it's actually burning off the impurities, and so by the time the fire gets through the blanket of coal, it'll burn even hotter. And in the meantime, all the burning that's going on underneath is just trapped underneath that layer. And so you really get heat like this. The copper's sticking up anymore, which means it's becoming a puddle. It's completely melted. I'm going to add some more copper. Just a little bit of aluminum. It's my next ingredient. It only took seconds and it's melted. All ready now. This is a new one. I'm going to put in the cupro-nickel first because that's the highest melting point. Copper's pretty similar though, so I'll add it in with it. About a minute now and still glowing. More copper to the mix. And about every pour, I'll need to add a little more coal to the mix. Now I'm ready for my aluminum and zinc. Now some aluminum. Finally zinc. Alright, nickel's going in next. The last thing I want to do is try to melt this little piece of pure nickel. If it actually melts, it'll set a new record at 1455 degrees Celsius for my forge. Breaking up the coal will expose new, fresher coal. This looks like it's all pretty spent though. I'll have to add some more. Not melted yet. It still hasn't melted, so I'm going to add more coal. Stoked it all up. It's so hot and bright I can't even look in there. Just for fun, I have a thermal camera to see how hot this thing is, but it doesn't even get close. It maxes out at 518 degrees Fahrenheit, which is half of that in Celsius. This isn't helping at all. See sparks and I don't like that, so I'm gonna take it out. I think I see it in there. I'm not sure if it was the thing that was sparking, but it doesn't look like it is fully melted, or maybe it hasn't melted at all. It's been in the forge for a while now and it hasn't melted. I don't want to put any more wear on the crucible than I have to. I think I'm not going to be able to get up to that temperature. So these are what they look like after cooling for a little bit. So far, that's my favorite. This looks like there's a lot of slag. This one's kind of weird. It's like foamy almost on the top, but I won't really know what's underneath them until I pull them out. This mold worked out really great. Are still in great shape. It seems like it was really able to take the heat well. And I want to make sure that I keep these in order because that's how I remember what composition they are. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble coming out. It's kind of weird pouring it as well. There's a lot of bubbling. Yeah, it's like a sponge or something. So this one is 5% nickel, 2.5% aluminum, 5% tin, and 10% zinc, the rest copper. So it's something about this composition that must have some type of reaction. I don't know. Wow, it's even not smooth on the bottom like the others. So now they all have a ground surface on them. I can see the color underneath a little better. And I think that this one, the second one, with 2.5% nickel, 2.5% aluminum, 10% zinc, the rest copper. I think this one's my favorite. It's got a nice sort of golden color to it. I think my least favorite out of this batch was the first one I cast, 5% nickel, 2.5% aluminum. I just feel like it almost looks too much like copper. I'm going for a little bit more of a gold kind of bronze that I'm looking for.